Hi guys, so today I'm coming at you with another video. Yes, I am on a roll. It is 2020. Vision so clear, y'all. I can see this. Like, I see this thing coming right along. I've been consistent. So I'm just here to reach out. I'm reaching out just to talk to you guys about some of the current states of the world. As you know, right now we are in a quarantine. So the content has to be, you know, just really creative. So we're just gonna go ahead and get right into it. Chow, the tea. Woo chow, the De La Ghetto. I know y'all have heard this. If you have not heard this, you are living under a rock. Missy Lynn and Jayla Corian are no longer friends. I'm kind of hurt. I'm kind of sad because I actually did like those two together just because they both seem to have so much fun and like they used to be lit together. So I love seeing them together. I always thought they were an unlikely pair just because of the age difference. But they have been hanging tight for quite some time now. So the other day when Jayla dropped her little video, I was like, Jayla, I already felt some type of way because I love Raven Elise. And I had heard her say like Jayla's trip, her birthday trip, she was like, it was stressful, something to that effect. She was just like, that vacation wasn't a vacation. So I already knew something was funny there. And then I also noticed like a lot of the girls, the content for there to be so many content creators there. I remember Kelly Sweet was there, Corey Ray Vaughn, Raven, Jayla, Missy, and there was one more girl. I didn't really know her. I'm not familiar with her. She was on the trip. But I was like stalking these girls because I remember it was around November because Jayla's a Scorpio. So I'm stalking, trying to find content from Jamaica, and nobody is dropping anything. Like, the Instagram stories were so few and far between. They were so sparse. I was like, what is going on? So when Jayla said, yeah, that there was, when Raven said there was, you know, drama on Jayla's trip, and she didn't necessarily say drama, but she was just like, it wasn't a vacation. I knew something was up. And then Missy and Jayla, like their chemistry to me have been off ever since Antigua because I love these girls. So I noticed they weren't posting, but I noticed they were both there, but they weren't posting together. It was like they weren't really at the same events. And I was just like, what is going on here? Like, Jayla, Missy, somebody run me some tea. So I had already been put in the mindset that things were not good between them, but this is way before, you know, March 2020 comes along and Jayla gets bored and she finally decides to air everybody out. A few months back, Jayla had, and this was earlier in 2019, I remember Jayla had made a video and it kind of alluded to, you know, her missing the Baddie twins, but they were no longer friends. And I feel like she made a couple videos insinuating that they were no longer friends, and she didn't really go deep into detail about it, but she did seem like she wanted to make amends with the Baddie twins. And just to reverse, I have been watching Missy and Jayla for the longest of times. I started watching Missy back when I was in college, probably like 2012, 2013. And then I saw the YouTube Sisterhood, so I started watching all of them.
And I found Raven, Vicki Logan, Jayla Corian, Ashley D Beauty. Those are probably the ones that I followed the most.
And I still follow to this day all of them. I don't really like Vicki that much, but that's a story for a different day. But I have been watching these girls for the longest of times, but I started with Missy. Followed the YouTube Sisterhood, and I found who I liked from that mix of girls, and that's who I have watched to this day for like 6 years at this point, 7 years at this point. So I found Jayla, and she wasn't somebody that I watched a lot. I actually would watch Ashley D Beauty and Vicki Logan a lot because they were best friends, and somehow I got put on Jayla, I guess because her and Missy kept, you know, linking up, and I'm like, okay, Missy really likes her, so I'll subscribe. So I subscribed to Jayla's channel, and I realized that I liked Jayla, but usually when she would do her solo vlogs, I did not like Jayla when she would be in the company of friends. Like when she would be in group settings, I did not like that Jayla because she just seemed bratty, to say the least. She just seemed bratty. So I was just be like, okay, when I see she's with the whole group of people, I'm not gonna watch, but I will circle back when she gets off of these little trips or her little gatherings, and I'll watch her content when she's alone. Loved it. And then the Baddie Twins, they came along in like 2017, 2018. I guess it was 2018 maybe. And I just loved them being on her channel. Like they brought so much character. They were so charismatic. I love them. I particularly remember this one video they did of her putting on outfits, and they were like, baby girl, baby girl. Like, so from then on, I love the Baddie Twins. Like I had already peeped them in her vlogs, but that video sold me. I was like, yes, this is the breath of fresh air that I needed from Jayla's channel. Like it would be great to see her and the Baddie Twins together. So I'll be like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Jayla's in a group setting and I like her still. So that really, you know, was amazing to me. So let's just get into little bits and pieces of the drama. Like I said, I peep game because I am a tried and true fan. So I peep game that things were off between her and Missy sometime last year. Like I said, whenever they went to Antigua, I was like, something ain't right. And when I watched the vlog when they went to LA together, I was like, why is Jayla just doing the most? And Missy's trying to chill, and she was trying to get Missy to drink, and Missy's like, I'm cleansing. And if you follow Missy, I'm just a subscriber, and I know that Missy is cleansing. She didn't want to drink because she had so many birthday parties all lined up, and she finally was done with that, and she was just like, she wanted to detox. I'm a subscriber and I know that. Jayla, sis, you her friend. You her friend. Why is you trying to get Missy to drink? This girl's trying to clean her insides. And you're telling her, no, that's boring or whatever. I don't know if she said that for sure, but she was just giving off that vibe like, ugh, you're being a buzzkill, Missy, you need a drink. So, okay, Antigua, they're acting funny, like they're not posting together. Then I watched this LA vlog and I'm like, Jayla, sis, what's going on? Why? And when I watched Missy's video after all of this tea was spilt everywhere, when I watched this video, I remember Missy being like, yeah, Jayla prayed. She says she prayed to God. And let me clear that up. I don't know if Missy said that Jayla prayed to God, but let me tell you, I watch Jayla when she's alone. So I have heard her say, oh, I did this little prayer and I asked God for the people that aren't supposed to be with me. You know, just don't let them come with me. And she said that in like her initial video when she was talking about the Baddie Twins and her falling out. And she comes back in this video from this week and she goes, yeah, I prayed to God, and people just started dropping like flies. And it was funny because the first time I heard Jayla say that, oh, I was praying, I was like, girl, like I said, I follow you, Raven, all y'all. I follow y'all and I follow you closely, real close. And I know that you and Raven both said y'all ain't really big on religion and all that stuff. So when Missy said the part about, well, where your prayers going to, I felt that on a spiritual level. Because I always side-eye Jayla because I'm like, she don't, I like to go to church. Jayla don't like to go to church. But I was watching her because she's entertaining, but I always side-eye her and Raven for those reasons. And even Ashley D Beauty now, she says she has some church hurt that she has to deal with, and she's not as close to God as she was, because she used to be like, she used to be holier than thou. This girl, she was for the church, but whatever happened, she's not as close to God. And I would always side-eye Jayla and Raven because I'm like, they're not big on religion. So when I heard her say that the first time, I was like, when Missy came back and said that, well, where your prayers going? Like I said, I felt it all up in my bones. And I just, being a viewer, subscriber for so long, I'm like, you know what? I started with Missy. Then I found Jayla. Then I found the Baddie Twins. I'm only with Jayla because of Missy. So when I heard Jayla's story, I was like, what? When I heard Missy's story with the supporting facts from start to finish, I was like, girl, you just filled in every blank that I needed. Everything that I did know I need, Missy gave it. And I watched the Baddie Twins before I watched, so in this order, I watched Jayla's video, I watched the Baddie Twins video, then I watched Missy's video. Missy brought that thing all the way back around for me. She brought it all the way back like a boomerang. I was like, yes, see, this is why I like Missy, because she is real, she's authentic, she don't care. Because like, she don't care because she's telling the truth. She even said like she blacked out and she fought Jayla. Well, Jayla, I'ma just say, if I was Missy and I was putting up with those things for ever since Antigua and whatever you was being shady about before, I'm with Missy. I would have been ready to lay hands, and not in a Jesus type way either, because you're not even really big on religion, so you know I wasn't gonna lay hands like Jesus would. So when Missy said that she did it, I was like, you know what? Jayla probably deserved that. And if I'm going off how I feel about Jayla when she's in group settings, I can't imagine how it must feel to be in her presence when you're actually in her presence. Because I'm watching her through a screen. And I could click off her video if I want to. But she still used to annoy me just a little bit when she was with people. So the fact that everybody's dropping out of your life like flies, like the Baddie Twins and Missy both said, it may be because you ain't right. How you gonna win when you ain't right within? Just saying, it looks like Jayla is outnumbered. And I don't even like the Baddie Twins mukbang content. I don't. The food be looking good, but I don't want to sit there. I can't. But I love them. I just wish they made, you know, different type of content videos, like, because when they go out, they slay. I want to see that. I want to see, you know, I want to see more. Like, they're probably great cooks and they probably are foodies, but I want to see the fashion and personality, and maybe they are just trying to get things together, because like they did say, they don't live beyond their means and things like that. So maybe they're just trying to get things together on the background, and then they're gonna, you know, pop out. So when you pop out, honey, you will have a subscriber, because I do like the Baddie Twins, Carrie and Craig. Yes, so I love Carrie and Craig. I love the liveliness, the vivaciousness. I love all of that, but I don't feel like I get all of that when they're sitting down eating. But when they gave us the tea on Jayla, they start to finish, they gave us accountability too. That's something Jayla has not given any of us. No accountability. She didn't do anything wrong. These people, they're just flies and they falling out the sky. So, yeah, that's my thoughts. I'm with Missy. I'm still gonna watch all of them. If the Baddie Twins pop out with something that I like, I will watch the video. But if they just eating, I'm not gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. But Missy, girl, I'm with her. I remember at one point I used to message Missy a lot. Not message, but comment on everything of hers. And she like would respond. So I love Missy. Like, she's everything. Jayla, I just want her to grow up, be more mature, take some accountability for these failed friendships, because something can't be wrong with everybody. You are the common denominator. That's basic math. We learned about common denominators in like 6th grade. Jayla, you are the common denominator. And Tiara invited all of y'all to the wedding. So Tiara has no beef with anybody, but the fact that you came to that place and you were there by yourself alone in a space like that where there are other content creators, and Jayla, girl, I'm side-eyeing you. You wrong. You know it. You wrong. So I hope this time that she is taking in North Carolina with her mom because of the pandemic, I hope that she does some soul searching, because I think she needs it. She could do some cleansing and purging, all that stuff, because that's a whole nother story.
Her talking about she's getting a new house, the boyfriend saying she's getting evicted, Missy saying that she may have stolen this money from the content creators that came to Jamaica with her.
I'm like SpongeBob, or whoever that was, SpongeBob, Mr. Krabs, whoever that was in that whirlwind. That's me right now. Because Jayla, girl, what's going on? So that is all that I have for this video. Like I said, Missy, my loyalty is with you, girl. And then the Baddie Twins, I'm with y'all. Jayla, we all gonna pray for you, okay? So until next time, peace out.